Up next is President David Chartrand, and thank you so much for the beautiful Christmas party for the staff the other day. Thanks for the invite.
It was excellent. I had a great time there. I just love that when the staff are just enjoying themselves, letting their hair down, and just being themselves. And then that game, and if anybody's listening to the story today that actually has a party or something going of a normal, big size,
Yeah.
we had the staff got together. I guess they hired this company. They do that. If you ever watch that program, Family Feud.
Oh, it was fun.
So actually, they have a group on one side and a group on the other side, and then they ask questions, and you have that buzzer goes on whether if you're wrong, if not, then the big what's called a clang that you want, and the number. They'll ask you a question. What's the Métis' favorite dance? And they have to hit the buzzer, and Red River J, number one. It went on and on. So it was a lot of fun. I actually enjoyed myself watching it.
It was fun.
And the staff really enjoyed themselves. So, weren't you part of that group or no?
I was. We won.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Good for you. Yeah. I remember now. Yes.
Yep.
Did you answer anything?
I did, and I got it wrong. I couldn't think of any other Christmas sports because they took snowshoeing and ice fishing, and I was like, I couldn't think of anything else, so I said jigging. They do it all year round, jigging. And I got the big old X, and I was very, very shy because you were sitting right there. I'm going, oh no.
Well, that was a lot of fun. So anybody going to throw a party out there listening called Family Feud, and but it's a lot of fun. You put questions more relate to your culture, relate to your community, relate to your issues. But it was a lot of fun. I tell you, the staff really enjoyed it. So, but again, I'm still fighting. Just telling Cowboy, I'm still fighting that kind of flu I got hit in Vegas with. I'm still this morning. I just didn't even have the energy to get out of bed. I just struggling here because I wanted to go down to do some odds and ends here, and I just took some NyQuil, so maybe it'll help me and give me back some energy.
Yeah.
Tomorrow is a big day. I'm leaving for Duck Bay tomorrow.
Okay.
And get ready to have Christmas. Tradition. We got to keep our tradition going. And, even though my sister and my brother and my mom have passed, I really appreciate and respect my family for continuing the tradition. Like my nephews and nieces will prepare at my sister's house, and we'll have church. I think at church in Duck Bay is at 11 o'clock this time. The capital is at 8 o'clock, because they switch every year. And so we'll go to church, and then we'll come down back to my sister Pauline's house. And Richard, them, of course, Lisa, will be hosting that. And then we'll have dinner, and then we'll have Santa Claus. We'll have presents, and this when the kids go absolutely crazy. And then from there, next day is my mom's. My mom, of course, passed, and my sister passed already. But I'll be hosting that. My sister Rita will help me, and we'll be. But I have a big plan. I got a call from my son-in-law. He's in Scotland. I guess his brother had killed a moose about a month ago, I believe. Mm-hmm. And so he said, "Don't cook, no roast or nothing. I'm coming. I'm going to bring fried moose meat with gravy, some without gravy, a roast, and some fish."
Oh, wow!
And that's going to be my mom's treat day for our family. So I'm actually looking forward to that. I'm really just licking my chops on that one already, more than the turkey. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
So. And then the next day is my brother who passed, Albert. My sister-in-law Bernice still hosts and respects her husband, and we go to her house in Swan River on Boxing Day. Mm-hmm. And so that's all planned out, and we keep that tradition alive. And I'd like to, I'd love to host one day in Winnipeg, and or else out here on our side, and because most of the family lives up south now. Mm-hmm. Like everybody moved away for work, and all their new kids that are being born in, whether it's Dauphin or mostly Winnipeg now, because everybody's out here working. So, so everybody has a harder time to travel all the way to Duck Bay. My mom was alive; everybody would show. Like it's not the same without the matriarch, right? The powerhouse, So when she's not there, it's other people find different excuses. Well, kind of lazy this year, So, but they still show us, and all the kids show, and a lot of good crowd, but not as big as the time when my mom was around us. Like you couldn't find a place to fit in the house, it was so big. Mm-hmm. But I'm looking forward to it, and I know this is what a lot of families actually look forward to, because a lot of their kids come home from, working in different parts of Canada or else just in Manitoba alone, and the parents and grandparents get all so excited to see their kids coming home, and it's a time to really reminisce. And it's like I said in my speech to the staff, like one of the things I never forget, no matter how poor you are, your parents can cook a meal out of nothing. And so I remember I said the aroma, and my mom would be cooking, and then I could hear my sister big laugh in the kitchen, and everybody just chipping in to help out, the fire and the wood stove, and and then we'll use, of course, a wood stove for cooking. And you hear all that, but you smell all that beauty, and fresh bread, fresh bannock, just on and on and on, different things, And I think that's what families should really cherish that time, because, you get to times in my life, like where I am now, at my age, I reminisce, I go back and I think about these things. And when we used to visit houses, I wish the tradition would still continue. It still does in some homes.
Yeah. Where
you visit them and they sit down right away, they feed you, like it's just it's such a tradition, no matter who you are, and it doesn't matter whether you're rich or poor. Yeah. You go inside there, they sit you down right away and they feed you, and you just walk out of there, you're just swollen your stomach. The next house, you're scared to go in because they're going to make you eat again. But those are happy traditions, and I just miss those things, and I try to tell my daughter that don't ever lose that. Don't ever give up on it. Don't order pizza and chicken. Yeah. Cook that meal. And then use the oven, use the stove. My son decided to say, let's have moose meat this year and fish, because they just pull out a net. So I really enjoy that, because I really I want family. I want that old reminiscence of family, kids laughing, and just the smell. And then we just talk about the year now, some of the funny things that happen and some of the crazy things. And then we play games, and, we exchange presents, $50 or less for the adults. And then you can play a game where you can steal a present from somebody, goes on in the circle. I'm sure you played that game, but it's a lot of fun, and so I look forward to that. We do that in my house on behalf of my mom's day. But it's just something I just encourage all the people today and ask themselves. They say, "Well, I don't know what I can do. I don't have much money. I can't buy anyway." Well, maybe go clean the house, or maybe cook something for them. Maybe if it's snowing, go shovel the snow, or go pile their wood. The smallest things like this mean so much to people. And our elders tell us that when Derek and them deliver the wood, they personally call back after, and they say, I want to thank the workers for coming to my house, delivering the wood. But not only that, piling the wood for me. It's just, some say leave it because I want to pile it myself. I just want to keep busy. But it's just the smallest things you don't realize how much they mean. Maybe just even taking the snow off the vehicle, or somebody's vehicle is sitting there, go sweep the snow off there. Or else go inside and say Merry Christmas. That means a lot to people.
It really does.
Yeah, it does. It's such an impactful way that costs us nothing. Just a smile and a hug. So it doesn't have to be a big fancy present. And every year, Gloria and I always get something for the Hutterite colony, for Clifford and his family. We got a bunch of kids, and every year we get them something. And they truly, truly enjoy it, but it's very. You got to be careful what you buy, because they're very religious people.
Right.
But the kids just love the smallest of gifts that I give. And to me, they try to give me something they buy, they save them. They don't make much money, because their money goes into a communal fund. So they get small little quantities of money for personal use. But when they make me a blanket or a pillowcase or something, that means so much to me. That means they put effort into something, And it's not. I was trying to teach my granddaughter that too, because they want, a fancy purse, or a name brand purse, or my grandson stole name shoes, brand shoes.
Mine too.
Oh, it just drives me absolutely crazy. And I just say, I can't. Why don't you just say thank you? Why does it have to be? Oh, well, how much does this cost? It has nothing to do with the cost. It has something to do with the plan, the heart behind it, the thinking. And today a lot of people buy just gift cards. Here, it's too much trouble. Just a gift card. I'm old school. I don't like a gift card.
No.
Not that I'm being disrespectful to anybody that wants to appreciate me and gives me a gift card. I really like something when it's personal. And it can be the smallest of things in the world. It means so much to me.
I love the gift that you got this year.
What's that?
I said I love the gift that you got.
Just for people listening, I actually sat there in awe.
It was amazing.
Because we have staff. The reason I'm not talking too much work right now, I'm talking just about Christmas.
Yeah.
I will have to dwell in some work here shortly, but at our staff party, just for everybody to know that we have a gift exchange, and that those that want to participate can participate. Those that don't, it's up to them. But there was quite a bit that participated, and of course I love to participate, and we spend $50 or less, or you can spend over if you want. I always spend over because you draw the president's name, you want to get something really good. So anyway, but mine was over $50. I can tell you that, and and whoever got mine, I figured it out later. I think I know who it is, and I don't want to say the name because I'm not supposed to ruin that. It's a secret Santa.
Right.
But I got an apron, which is congratulating me as being the Bannock champion with my name on it. It just touched me. I slapped it on. I don't care if they laughed at me or not. I just love that big apron I got for cooking. I like making Bannock or cooking. I just actually like that more in my aging years, I think. And I got a hat, one of those old-fashioned Métis caps, you know.
Yeah.
What they call them, a capote or whatever. Not a capote. I don't know what you call those kind of caps. But anyways, it's a gray one and with a scarf. And I got a pair of mitts. And I got a mug with for coffee. And you know that I swear that meant so much to me. I just sat there with a big smile in my heart and looking at those presents. You know, it was something. Somebody went out of their way. To know the certain things I like, and then that really touched me, and that means a lot to me. So, but I think that to me is the beauty of Christmas, that somebody goes out of their way, gets you something that means so much, you know.
Yeah.
And just like when I came back from Vegas, I bought baby. She didn't see it yet, and she's not even listening. She's probably sleeping at Scone, and she was in Scone yesterday. But I bought Glory and my baby a keychain. But I had their pictures in posed on the sterling silver, and they were just in awe. Well, not my baby yet. She'll be in awe. Trust me, I know she's very particular about that. And the Gloria was just in awe, and it was not expensive, but it was the time I took to stand in the mall and get their picture put on that thing and this little tiny keychain for the car. So, but it meant a lot to them because it was special. I took the time to do it, you know. So. And it just so all those people out there, young kids, you know, don't worry about what the cost is. Worry about if you want to do something special. Like I said, it could be the smallest of things. Go wash their clothes. Go shovel snow. Go. Just if you cook something at home, make a fresh pie or something. Take it to their house. It doesn't have to be something from the store. You know, and that'll mean so much to so many families. Like you're going to go somewhere else to visit and eat. Well, maybe bake a pie or bake a cake and take it there. You know, so and that's a gift. That's a beautiful gift. That's a treasured gift.
Exactly.
You know, you bring me a pie, I'll be hugging you. You know, and to hell with anything else. You know, I'd rather have that pie than a sweater. You know? So, but again, it's just those kind of things. I just want people to. I know it's a lot of times there's pressure on families on this time of year. My mom, swear to God, I will cherish my mom for my last breath and beyond, because I always remember when how poor we were, but she started buying Christmas so early, like the beginning of the year already. She started buying,
right?
And she save and buy, because we had to buy everybody a toy. There's 8 of us, and so every one of us got. And like I said, I always cherish the smallest thing, like the bag, a brown paper bag, 2 oranges, Christmas candies, peanuts, and nuts, and that meant so much to me. I just look for that little bag everywhere. When I get up in the morning, I went straight to that tree, and I want to get that bag, you know. So that little tiny bag, and I never forgot that little bag.
I was just saying, I miss all the getting the nuts and the mixed nuts, and you know,
we just have a block of wood there, and we'd have our hammer, and you know, sometimes there's another block of wood to smash your nuts, you know, so you can have a nice day of walnut or a pecan or different peanuts that would be attached in your bag, and so. But those are the treasured moments, and also going to church. I hope people start going back to church. It's not even about saying, well, the church did a lot of damage, the priests and so forth, but it wasn't the church. It was the priests. Those are human beings that are bad, and they're going to pay in hell and they're going to pay in life. You know, they hurt a lot of people. But it's not the church. It's those priests that were perverts, you know, that have to pay that price. And I hope to hell that God will punish them, and I know they will. But when you look at the church itself, this is when you get to see families come out. And this is the part I heard from one of our callers here. This is a hard time for some. This is when you reminisce, and I reminisce. You know, I look back and I miss my mom, I miss my sister, I miss my brother. Like we eat at their houses. that plate is missing now, so it's just a harder time for a lot of families. And especially when you lose loved ones around this time of the year, around Christmas time, so it gets challenging for many families. So, but take a deep breath and remember that they're in a better place. And there's a reason for God taking them and taking them home. So and the best way sometimes you can serve yourself is sit down and send a prayer to them or talk to them. Close your eyes and just talk to them and say how much you miss them. And I assure you they miss you. And so I know it's hard at Christmas time for many because it's such a special time. That's why you go to church, and at church you see so many families that are there. You get to shake hands and, hug people, and then they all rush home to try to get their meal and get their kids ready for the presents. So it means a lot. Now people go back to the church, and think about it, Naomi, and all our listeners. We meet when? At funerals, weddings, birthday events.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we don't spend time with each other.
That's true.
Yeah, so church is another way where we get to meet each other, or bingos. So a lot of people actually like bingos. They get to meet each other. Yeah, so...
Me and my mom.
Pardon me?
I said that's me and my mom's thing. I get to spend time with her if I go to bingo.
Exactly. So again, Merry Christmas on behalf of Cabinet to everyone, all our listeners, all of culture, not just Métis. Say on behalf of our government, I want to say Merry Christmas to everybody. Make this a special time for everybody, and go out and spend. Last night I went and spend a few moments with a family, Ukrainian family that actually worked with us, and it started when we first bought the building in 2000. Endry, Greg was his name. He was actually working there. He was the guy in charge of all of the machinery and the furnace and everything inside there. Massive size machinery. And he trained Melvin Payne, who is now today our leader on overseeing all of our maintenance and operations. So we popped in last night. He made some pierogies and cabbage rolls. He wants me to take home for Christmas dinner in that day. So we stopped by to pick it up, me and Don, last night. And visited him for a while, and it was just, it meant so much for him. He was really hoping that he told Don, please tell David to come just to spend a few minutes in the house, So I went inside and I went because he's not Métis, but he is very proud to have me in his house, So to spend time with his wife, and his son was injured in an accident, so it was a good time to spend a few minutes there. So I know I'll get to see some of my friends when I get home, and I'll be playing poker for sure with Stanley Delaron, so I know that for sure. And I'll get to see Walter and all the rest of the crew out there, and have some laughs and some fun, and of course all these daughters there that gamble a lot when they're not on the table with their cards. They're actually good card players. They're vicious card players. To be honest with you, I think they like taking my money, but a lot of times I take theirs. But let me get to some work here.
Okay.
I want to say thank you again to Linda and Vinco, of course, Linda for opening prayer, and she bought us a tortilla today, elk meat pie.
Ooh.
I think how do you say that? Tortilla. Tortilla. Yeah. Thank you, Linda and Vinco. Hope you're listening. Thank you very much. She always every year she does something, and I remember too. And Tree'd always have her mom would always bake for us. Even though my mom and them are good bakers, but all the time and. Tree's mom would always bake and send good for my mom all the time, and of course they both passed now. But Tree was keeping up tradition for a while too, so I don't know if she had a chance. I don't know if she.
No, I seen a post this morning saying that unfortunately there won't be any baking this year. So.
I know, because she was getting sick, so a lot of people are still fighting this flu that's coming around. But I want to say birthdays. I don't forget them. I got I don't know how much time I have left here.
I got about 9 minutes, 10 minutes.
Yeah, take it easy, 9, 10 minutes, Anyways, happy birthday is going out to Agnes Remillard, Joanne Remillard's mother, celebrating 92 years old today. No, Wednesday, December 20th, on Christmas, the Christmas baby.
Oh, my
and
sister
also,
too.
Christmas baby, the late, the great, the legend himself, Ray St. Germain's wife, Glory St. Germain, telling her birthdays. She doesn't put her age here. December 25th, she's hiding her age.
She's still 49.
She lives in Vegas now, I think, huh?
Yeah, she's staying with Sherry.
I didn't get to see her. I should have called her when I was out there. I apologize if she's listening. I end up getting sick anyway, so I'm not good to see anybody. Also, you had some PJ Fleming, and he's having his birthday today.
Oh, happy birthday. 50
years old, PJ. Ooh. I know those grades were coming out for a reason. Actually, he's working today. Would you believe that he's with the fur buyers out there, in Swan River.
Oh, that's right.
And this guy, one guy got paid $1,200 with his furs already, just smiling from cheek to cheek.
Oh, wow.
The Métis buys fur, and I just actually came back from Toronto. I was in Toronto getting prepared for the legal case with the Métis National Council, and then I was in Ottawa at the Christmas party. But in the Toronto meeting, I went out with some business acquaintance, and the Northern Fur Company, National Fur Company, the owner was there, and we chatted about our fur business, and we're going to look at striking up a deal, which I'm very pleased. So I think Juning, somebody that works for us, and this Chinese company has bought out the Northern, I think it's called the Northern National Fur. I don't know. It's a big company, anyways. Something that I got the acronym somewhere. I wish I could have it in front of me there, but I don't have it. But it's one of the big fur companies that buy all the fur. That used to be the top player of all the fur in Canada. So they bought that company, and they were going to sit down and work with us. So also Robert Janai Jr.'s birthday is on passed already, December 16th, 30 years old, and that's my sister's son, and he's now 30. And I remember when my sister went to a meeting in Thompson, to tell you the big heart of my family, went to a meeting in Thompson. She came in with a baby.
Oh.
And, right from the hospital. This lady asked her if she could, if she'd be willing to take her son, because she couldn't handle or want to, at this point in her life, be raising him because she has too many challenges. So my sister said, sure. And he brought him home. And he's been with our family now for 30 years. So, and he's always part of our family. He's my nephew, and he's very happy to be raised with our family. And I'm sure that my sister's big heart and shocked the hell out of her husband when she got home watching with a baby. She was at a meeting. Anyway, so but it just shows you the old ways that can still sometimes work out so well.
Yeah.
I also want to thank all the MMF sponsored ampers. There's quite a bit of them, 42. And these are big ampers. They actually work in partnership with Child and Family, and the Child and Family selects the size of the family. They're quite big families, and these are more specialized families because a lot of times they can't be met with what's only available out there for ampers and so forth. So 42 of these families, big families, were assisted. There's hundreds of kids involved here. So I want to thank the sponsorship at the MMF and all the departments that got involved in partnership with Child and Family Services. So that's another big one. But I want to turn my phone a second over here. I got an update from Mona because the checks are now issuing. As you know, we announced that the first CSA, Child Special Allowance checks, would be going out.
Yeah. And
in that short little span since we announced it, they have now given out $1 million in checks already.
Wow.
$1 million in that short little span. So a lot of kids who are now adults, to me they're still kids, are so happy and excited. A lot of them have dreams of what they want to do. And as I said on our show, and I said in our public, that we're giving them all the support we possibly can, whether they want to open bank accounts, whether they want to invest their money, whether they want some financial advice, all of these things. So Mona, again, good job with your team. And Mona works very, very hard as a minister. And that is something I'm very, very proud of. We also tried to hit this year before Christmas, as you heard us announce, the Federation announced that we'll be giving out checks of $5,000, our own money. We'll be giving out those checks to assist the 60 Scoop survivors, those that can, of course, have the evidentiary proof that they were apprehended by Child and Family Services from 1951 to 19 something. I don't know exact dates, but they're in the website, I'm sure. And so that will start to happen in January. So all those listeners, 60 Scoop survivors, get your name into the regions. Make sure that you're working with the department. They'll connect with the provinces, agree to work in partnership with us to showcase that if you remember somebody that was apprehended during that time, taken away as one of our Red River Métis citizens, get a hold of our regional office, our head office. There's a number to call, and we're going to be giving you a check for $5,000. This is not a settlement. This is something we're doing ourselves. It's like basically an advance. We are looking at two fronts of two lawsuits with Canada. One, of course, is there's a class action right now underway, but it's been underway for some time. So we're taking intervener, and I'm not going to go into great detail explaining that.
The years I have for you now.
Pardon me?
January 1st, 1939 to December 31st, 1991.
Yeah, that's the lawsuit. That's the lawsuit we're putting just to make sure we miss no one. But the settlement will be in 1951 to something.
Oh, okay.
But that's okay. Thank you for that. But that's a lawsuit, that one. Thank you for finding that one. So again, but that'll happen in January. So get prepared. And I know, like, for example, my mother-in-law is one of them and her family. They were all taken. And she tells a story of seeing that pain happening in their family as they're being taken and scooped away and driven away. And then only to be reunited, many years later in life. So, but there's so many like that, so many sad stories like that. And so what we did in Cabinet, we decided to take some of our earnings that we make in our business investments and give them in advance. So, because many of them are passing on, they're dying, and they're not going to see justice.
Right.
So we wanted to do something different and show our appreciation and support, and so this is what at least we can start this, So this program will again initiate itself in January, and then once the settlement comes in, give us back their $5,000, no interest or nothing. At least they have something. And if there's no settlement, they don't have to ever pay back to us. It'll be a grant. Okay. So just something our government is trying to show again how far we've come and how far the difference we've made so far in changing so many lives and helping in so many different ways. So again, like these are important aspects in how our governments now has the power to reach out. And I keep on reminding our people, use our pharmacies, please, because our pharmacies really, all that revenue brought in those pharmacies go back to help our people that are in need. And so we don't use the money at the Federation and our government. We take all the profits and we turn it back to the people. So if you need pharmaceutical supplies or support, just phone Nido, our pharmacy, and they'll take care of it. You don't have to say, well, how do I get my prescription changed? You phone Nido, they take care of it for you 100%. You don't have to do nothing. Just give your name, phone in, say, I want to come to your pharmacy, and the pharmacist will take care of it for you. So reach out, please, and you support the pharmacy. It'll come back to paying dividends in the long run. Also want to say a special hello. I heard you had Nicole Leclerc on, Anna Pruder, Janice Quinnell.
Janice is coming up, yeah.
Yeah. Good to see them on the show. And again, pottery one, I heard that's in Thompson. Is that one?
That's in Thompson, yeah.
You know that candle one? She must have took a Christmas break. I was going to buy those candles, and I got back from Toronto the other day. Oh. Yeah, said they offered close for Christmas already, so they must close early. So, but I was trying to buy at least 20 candles to give away as gifts because I want to support the business. But we can support her after still anyway. Again, I met a lot of politicians when I was in Ottawa, shaking hands everywhere, and I'll go into great detail about that next after the New Year. But right now it's about Christmas, about family. It's about going out and celebrating. And make sure, as I said, don't be afraid you're shy or saying, I don't want to do that. Take the extra 5-10 minutes. If somebody you know is not doing as good as you and their Christmas doesn't look so healthy at this point in time because of whatever situation, don't be afraid to take a plate of food over there or drop off some piece of dessert or something, just to say, especially the bachelors and bachelorettes, small families that are out there, maybe don't be afraid just to drop a little gift their way, a little piece of supply. Like when I'm in Duck Bay, anybody's welcome to my house. I'll feed them as soon as they walk in my house. I'm still old school, and I will be cooking moose meat. So someone's popping by my house, come in. You're gonna have some moose meat at my table in Duck Bay, and that's something I think is so important. I also want to send my last part wellness support to going out to Joanne Head. Of course, that's my mother-in-law's sister. She's in hospital, and she's been going through some very, very challenging times, and it's very hard on the family. And my mother-in-law is very, very worried about her sister, and she's one of the 60 COOP survivors, and she's in hospital right now in Flin Flon. So we send flowers and send prayers, please, her way. You're sitting at home right now. Maybe send a prayer to Joanne Head, and her family, and of course to Janice Yakachuk, my mother-in-law, her sister. Good wishes, because she's all in panic and so worried about her sister. And I want to say my sister sent me something here. Say happy birthday to my baby little Al. His birthday's on December 26th. He's going to be 28 years old. So I remember when my sister adopted little Al, and he's a big man. He's not a big man now. He's a good worker. He works hard, takes care of his own family. And I'm always proud of my sister Rita when she adopted Al and them. And Al I appreciate the the man he's grown up to be. So again, happy birthday, Hal, from the uncle here. And so with all that being said, I'll talk to you guys next Saturday. And it was nice to see you, Naomi, all dolled up at the party. Too bad you were not in Back Bay. You come to the house and have a dinner. And it would have been nice to have you come visit. No. And to all my family friends out there, and Merry Christmas from me personally, and from Glor and the rest of the family, my baby, and of course, and to Scoundon, to my in-laws out there, from my daughter's in-laws, so to Ron and Frida and the rest of them, Merry Christmas to all of you. And of course, to all those people in Back Bay, Stanley, and the rest of you, I'll be seeing you soon. And to Brian Thompson and all my personal little friends I have out there, scattered to our elders, I want to say again, Merry Christmas. Thank you so much for guiding us, give us the direction we need, and always being there. Our elders are always there. Our locals are always there. They work so hard. I want to say Merry Christmas to every local executive and members of the local citizens, and of course to our youth. That's everything I do is for the next generation, and I look forward to a better head start for them when we finish my job here one day. I want to leave such a legacy of a powerful economic engine and education system and programs and services that will be changing thousands and tens of thousands of people's lives. So, and the youth out there are helping us get there. And there's so much in university today. I'm so proud of them in colleges. It just makes me proud to be a leader of a very strong nation. So again, take care, everybody. Merry Christmas again to you, Cowboy. Thank you very much. And I'll see you all in the new year. I will be in Winnipeg, I think, on New Year's Eve. I think so. I'm not sure. But Cowboy will follow me.
All right.
Okay.
You take care. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to everybody. I know I forgot a lot of people, but Merry Christmas to all, and especially to my cabinet, too. Thank you. Okay, bye-bye.
Bye.